Hello students, you can take out your English language book and open page number 144. Page number 144. This is a passage, or you can say a story, a small story where you have to go through the passage and then answers few questions. But before that, I would like to tell you whatever already I have uploaded in the website about that thing. Now, what is comprehension of unseen passages? I think it is quite clear to you what is the meaning of the word unseen. That means which we have not seen before. See, this material is already uploaded in your website. I hope you all have noted down in your copies. Let us begin with this comprehension of unseen passages. Comprehension of an unseen passage means a complete and thorough understanding of the passage. Complete means what? Whatever is given there in the passage, I have to understand the complete meaning of that passage. Thorough means what? It should be very clear to you. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to answer the question or whatever it is given there in the exercise. Why? Because it is unseen. Means we have not seen or gone through the passage beforehand. We are new to that passage which is given in the exam. Then the main object of comprehension is to test one's ability to grasp the meaning of a given passage properly and also one's ability to answer in one's own words the questions based on the passages. Main object is to test one's ability. Ability means what? How much capable we are of understanding the passage given. Meaning of a given passage properly and also one's ability to answer. Answer what? Something will be there which you have to write the answer in your own words and not simply copying down the same word or same sentences. A variety of question like short answer type question, completion of incomplete sentences, fill in the blanks with appropriate words and exercise based on vocabulary are set forth for the purpose. What is the purpose of these unseen passages? To check your writing ability. How much you can write, how much you have understood a passage which we have never read before, but during the exam we are going through for the first time, and whatever we understand we have to write it down in your one's own words. Then children, wait just a bit. Before attempting to write the answers to the questions of the passages given, it is necessary to read the passage again and again so that a general idea of the subject matter is grasped. Means what? Just go through the passage at least once, more than once. That means twice or thrice if it is possible. Because I think so English language, generally we finish the paper within time. Lot of time is left over after the exam, after we complete the paper. So just go through the unseen passage twice or thrice to make the words, make the meanings of the passage very clear to you. Once the passage is clear, once it is clear to all of us, it becomes easy to answer the questions. So it is easy for us to answer any question, whatever question. Unseen passages are those which are not present in our books. This Birbal suite which I have given for your exercise in the classwork copy, this I have taken from your book. But these things will not come in the exam. Something else will be there, some else story will be there, and it will not be from your book. It is given on the question paper which we haven't read, and we have to answer those questions with reference to that given passage. Suppose, what is the name of the father? Don't go and write your father's name. Write whatever the name of the father is given according to that story. If any story is given. I hope children it is quite clear to you all, and in class 4 I hope you all have done these unseen passages. Now before that there are few rules which I have given in your copies to remember while you write an unseen passage. See, read the given passage very carefully. If possible, go through the passage twice. If it is possible, go through the passage twice. Read the questions to check what you are looking for. As you finish reading the story, go and read the questions. While answering, always write in full sentence. Do not repeat the same words. Now see children, suppose if it is told Birbal was a, suppose if it is said was a Birbal good person or was Birbal an intelligent person, don't simply write the sentence yes, answer yes. If 2 marks are there, you will be given half marks. Why? Because you have to answer in complete sentence or in full sentence. Answer should be in full sentence. I want my children to be the best, as I told you before also. I want complete answer. What is your name? If somebody asks, don't simply say my name is this and this, or just only say the name. Suppose your name is something, whatever it is. My name is this. Answer in full sentence. As you answer in full sentence, it becomes easy for you to learn English and always communicate in this language. Use evidences from the passage to back your points. Evidences means clues, ideas. Try to avoid sections directly from the passage. Write in your own words. Do not simply copy down a line from the passage. Try to make some changes in the words and write in your own way. If you write in your own way, you will get good marks rather than copying the whole sentence, because nobody told you to sit and practice handwriting over there in English language examination during English language exam. Why? Because I cannot copy the sentence. I have to write it in my own words. Do not copy example or quotations unless necessary. If it is told, quote the word said by Birbal, then only you quote the word and copy it down exactly what it is there. But if it is told in the question, what did Birbal say? Only say he has done this or he told this, whatever it is. But don't go to copy the quotations unless necessary. Then do not give your own opinions or comments unless you are asked to do so. If it is told, what do you think about Akbar? What do you think about Birbal? Then only go to answer the question. Birbal was a very good person. His wit, he was famous for his humor, his wit. Then only answer whatever you think. I feel that Birbal was more learned than that learned person, all this. But unless it is asked your opinion, do not go to answer anything outside from that passage. Everything should be related to that passage and the passage should be clear to you first. Then only you can answer. Then last point, once you have finished your work, take a few minutes to check your spellings and punctuation are correct. Also check that your answer makes sense. Do not end the answer simply. See whether the answers are clear and it is to the point. Same thing, writing again, same thing. Now this is also very important, children. Suppose if I answer, do not go to see the marks first. First you see what kind of question is asked. You will look for the answer in the passage. Listen to me very carefully. First you go to see the question, then you will find the answer. But try to be very clear and precise to your point. That means what is asked, answer that much only. Do not divert your sentences, do not divert your answers, because it will take you to somewhere else and your answers will be too lengthy. So remember, unless it is asked, describe or write 5 importance like this, then only you can make your answer long wherever it is asked. If it is not asked, don't write something which is irrelevant or which is not up to the mark, because you have to get good marks and I want my children to be the best. Now I hope something has gone inside your head. I have explained. Let us continue with this story, a small passage. What is there? We'll go through. Birbal's wit, page number 144. Before that, just see how many are there. This chapter is about comprehension, and we know comprehension means where we can improve our writing skill. We have to read this picture and then we can answer. This we'll do later on. First, I have chose one interesting passage. Let us begin with that. Even question answers can come from poem. We will not do this one now. Let us discuss with what we have taken. Birbal's wit. Now children, from the name of this story or passage or whatever it is given, extract, we know what is the meaning of these two words, Birbal's wit. Birbal, it is quite clear, I hope, to all of us that it is a name of a person. Somebody is there who is Birbal. Do not add any extra knowledge to your passage. Oh, Birbal, yes miss, I know he was a famous court person of Akbar. Akbar was a Mughal empire. I don't want to listen to all this. Even if you know, keep it inside your head. Don't go to throw it out, because this passage you will not relate it to your own world or whatever things you know. Please try to go through the passage as if you don't know anything. Birbal's wit. Now what is the meaning of this word wit? Wit means how much intelligent or how much sharp we are at our brains or with our brain. Suppose if I ask what is 1 plus 1, all will say 2, but nobody will say 3. Why? Because we know this. We have that sharpness. We know how to answer quickly to an easy question. But if I say what is the sum of 99 plus 1255, it will be difficult for us to answer clearly. And sometimes if we ask a tricky question, what will happen? We'll read in the passage. How to answer it and how Birbal answered it, we'll go through in this extract or the passage. Let us begin. I hope while I was teaching you, many of you have taken out the book already and have started going through, or before already it was given in the website, you all have gone through. But still, for your explaining, I have to begin again. See, a long time ago in Akbar's kingdom, a man named Birbal was famous for his sense of humor and wit. Wit is intelligence or intelligent, how much intelligent he was. Humor means it is also a type of quality of our brain. Once a highly learned man came to Akbar's court and challenged Birbal to a riddle. Now what is a riddle? Riddle is, you can say it is a type of puzzle. Suppose if a tricky question is asked and you have to solve it. So it is very interesting for us. How we play the games in the computer or in the mobiles. We use some tricks and then only you pass and you go to the next level. Yes or no? So same thing is here also. He has to challenge. He was challenged by a learned man to a riddle. He wanted to test Birbal and find out whether he was as clever as the legends about him. Birbal accepted the man's challenge. Why did the learned man challenge Birbal? Because he wanted to test Birbal's cleverness. How much clever this man was. Actually he was clever, or he used to show it off. What was it? The learned man wants to know. The learned man asked Birbal, "Tell me, would you like to answer 100 simple questions or a single difficult one?" Now, this learned man is giving an option to Birbal whether he will answer only one difficult question or 100 easy questions. Akbar and Birbal had a very long, tough day and they were in a hurry to wind up their court. So Akbar and Birbal, they were very much tired that day and they somehow wanted to clear up that court for that day and take rest and start for the next day. But as such, Birbal said, Oh, learned one, go ahead and ask me just one difficult question. Please go ahead and ask me just one difficult question. Now the man is asking, who came first, the chicken or the egg? Came the question. This is very tricky. Why? Because we don't know. Both, I think almost all of us like to eat both the chicken and egg. But we never know the actual answer. Who was the first to come, the chickens or the eggs? The chicken or the egg came the question. Birbal replied to the question without giving a second thought. The chicken, he says. Immediately, instantly, he answered the question, the chicken. The learned man stood there confused at such a swift answer. So the learned man was very much confused. How was it possible for Birbal to answer such a swift reply? How do you know? He said. Now, how do you know? You can see the question mark over here. This sentence is an interrogative sentence. Why? Because it has a question mark. That means this is a second question. This was the first question. This is the second question. And Birbal told in the first only because they had a tiresome day. One difficult question only he will answer. See the trick, see the humor, see the intelligence of this Birbal. How did he manage the learned man? We agreed to just one question, retorted Birbal. So Birbal replied that I had agreed only for one simple question. One difficult question. So why I will answer the next one? And you have already asked me that. I do not need to answer any more questions. The learned man was left speechless by Birbal's witty reply. So the learned man was left speechless. I hope it is very clear, very easy. Let us go to the answer. Why was Birbal famous? First answer. See, a long time ago, I know many of you will copy down. A long time ago in Akbar's kingdom, a man named Birbal was famous for his sense of humor and wit. Don't simply copy this question. You can write Birbal was famous because of his sense of humor and wit. See, for his sense of humor, I am using the word because of his sense of humor and wit. So I hope it is clear to all of you how to change the answers, and little bit change you can do with the answer, and then only you can write little bit different answers from the passage, because we will not copy down the whole sentence. Why did the learned man challenge Birbal? Very simple, because he wanted to test Birbal's wit and intelligence, or he wanted to test whether he was clever, whether his cleverness was in reality or only in stories which he has heard about him. Answers are given in your website. You can follow the answers. What was the reason for Birbal to choose one difficult question to answer? Because Birbal and now you cannot write the sentence like this. Because Birbal and Akbar was tired, so they chose only one difficult. You cannot write the sentence simply like that. We have to write like this. Birbal and his king Akbar. I have written the same answer. That's why I am explaining the same answer to you. Birbal and Akbar, his king, was tired and exhausted that day, so they decided to answer only one difficult question. Do you think the learned man knew the answer to his own question? Why do you think so? See, this is where you can give your opinion, because in the question you see, why do you? Now, who is this you? You have to write the answer by your own. Don't worry, I have given the answer, but I am explaining you the question. Why do you think so? Because, see, do you think the learned man knew the answer? See, as I think the learned man was himself confused with the question. That's why he randomly chose one tricky and difficult question, so that he can give this and make Birbal think twice what he will answer. So he did the same thing to him. See children, these answers are given. Sorry, just a minute. What was the reason for Birbal to choose one difficult question to answer? Birbal and his king Akbar had a tiresome day and they were exhausted. As such, they were in a hurry to finish up their court. See, I did not copy down the sentence, but the meaning is same. You have to write like this. So they decided to answer a single difficult question which will also save their time. They were in a hurry. Somehow they have to go from there, so it will save their time. Now, do you think the learned man knew the answer to his question? Why do you think so? The learned man was himself not sure about the answer to his question, but to test the capability of Birbal's wit and humor, he asked him the question. Who was more intelligent, Birbal or the learned man? How do you know this? Now, how do you know? It is told. So, you can write whatever you think, but it should relate with the passage. Don't go to write something outside. It will be irrelevant. Birbal was more intelligent than the learned man because in a very tricky way he avoided the counter question which the learned man asked after getting Birbal's reply. The man was surprised and was not able to speak a word by getting a witty reply from Birbal. So he was left. See the last line. The learned man was left speechless by Birbal's witty reply. I did not copy the same sentence, but the meaning, I hope it is clear. The man was surprised and was not able to speak a word. Speechless means what? You cannot speak, you can utter a single word by getting a witty reply from Birbal. Now, the word meanings. Check this one, children. Circle the meaning of each expression from the choices given. Learned, it means intelligent, neither famous nor important. Neither famous nor important. Wit, sharpness of brain. As I told, it is a quality of our brain. Then number 3, wind up means close. See, were in a hurry to wind up their coat. That means they were in a hurry to close their coat. I hope children it is very clear to you now what is an unseen passage and how to begin writing the question answers and give the word meanings if it is asked or if fill in the blanks is given, choices, anything, whatever. I hope it will be clear to you. In the next class, we'll try to do with the poem. As we finish doing one poem and story, I hope it will be more clear to you all and it will be easy for us to answer the question during the exam. Hope you all enjoyed the class and please stay at home and try to be safe. So, have a good day. Thank you.